What's up, everybody? This is Psy, and I'm bringing you another commentary. It's going to be on Scrap Station this time around, and I am the red Zerg in the right-hand side, and he is the Randomtivity, is the blue Terran in the top position. And I've played Randomtivity before. I don't remember if I won or not, but we've had quite a few games. He's a very strong player, ranked 1 in Platinum as a Terran, so it's going to be a good match. It is Thursday, June 17th at around 2 p.m. right now, actually like 1:30 p.m. And what I've been doing is I've been recording a video, and then before I leave for work at 5 o'clock or so, I will upload that video, and it'll be online around 7 or 7:30. So that's probably going to be my schedule for the next couple days if you are looking forward to more Psy videos. And I'm going to try to do one every single day. I did one yesterday, and that was the match against Sheik when I was Terran, and I had that brilliant singing at the end that you guys all enjoyed so much. Going to be going on tour for that pretty quick here, so look forward for that announcement. And now I am recording this one against Randomtivity, obviously. And it looks like I went for a 15 hatchery going down, and you'll see that it says 14 out of 18 because once you create that hatchery, you lose 1 food. So I went 15 hatch, and man, it's lagging. I closed all my background applications, but it's still lagging a little bit. Maybe I need to tone down the graphics. I don't know. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad, but I did fear some kind of early bunker rush or early, marine push. So I went hatchery at 15, and then without even getting any more drones, I went hatchery at 14, or spawning pool at 14. So that's a pretty safe, fast expansion build. Not as economical as you can get, but on Scrap Station, you're basically guaranteed to get that fast expansion up and running without much trouble from any early bunker. But of course, like you see here, you want to keep your Overlord over your expansion to scout out for any kind of bunker cheese. Or he actually could have placed one up here. Wouldn't really do too much. He could run down with his Marines, do some shooting, and if Lings come, run back up to it. But probably smart not placing it up there. Maybe a bit of waste of money, although he could salvage it, so you never know. Factory going down already for the Terran player. He did opt to get that quick gas. And Terran players like to get gas early enough so right when your racks completes, you can throw down that factory reactor as well. So he's going to be doing a little bit of swapperoo here, getting some quick Hellion pressure on my expansion and on my main, because he did scout that expansion, of course, with that initial SCV. Roach Warren going down as well, and continuing to just pump some drones. A couple Zerglings coming out, so it looks like I'm going to have 6 Zerglings. Need to start making drones with these extra larvae. And I'm going to take this time to thank Bill for his donation, kind of one of the few donations I've gotten during downtime. I don't blame you. I'd be in a pretty crabby mood as well if the beta was down. So thanks for that, Bill. And Philip, you are filthy. So that is all I have to say about that, Phil. Filthy motherfucker. And there goes the swapperoo, and he's training 4 Hellions from there. Some Terran players like to wait for 4 Hellions to come out. Some will just attack with their initial 2 and then rally up. Looks like he's going to be waiting. Nope, there he goes. Prove me wrong, motherfucker. Lagtastic. I think part of the reason I'm lagging is because I'm recording on the same hard drive. A lot of you have been giving me advice about how to get better quality. And if I had an external hard drive that was big enough to use with Fraps, I would definitely do that. But for now, I'm going to have to find a different way to improve the lag. So deal with it, guys. No Ling speed going down yet, which is kind of surprising, especially against this early Hellion pressure. Looks like I'm going to be getting Spine Crawlers and Roaches instead to try to deal with this. Queen going out and trying to distract him a little bit. Don't want my drones to be too vulnerable. Gonna wait for that Spine Crawler to get up. Pretty nice position for this Spine Crawler. There's no real good position in here without blocking your mining. So I felt like in between the 2 gases would be perfect. 3 drones can go this way, 3 drones can go this way, and of course you can always move the Spine Crawler. Queen needs to be careful not to die, and a little unfortunate there losing that creep tumor. Do I have a Spine Crawler in here? Yeah, looks like I do have a Spine. Getting a Hydra Den as well, so this was a while back before I liked going that Mutive build against Terran, so you're going to see a bit different play from me. He's got a little line to squeeze back there. He probably could have gotten back there, but maybe he saw this Roach Warren and realized he couldn't, even though he can. But you never know. It's always good to try to block that off as much as you can. That's why you do it with the pool as well. So they have to come around here, and they don't really have as good a shot against the drones. Banshee, pretty standard Terran transition. Banshees after the factory with the Hellions. Probably did a swap onto a tech lab as well. Gonna kill my queen. I really should have been prepared for this. I'm getting my speed now instead of my queen, which is a bit of a mistake. I should probably cancel that and try to get that queen. But I do have my Hydra Den, so I shouldn't have a problem in just a couple seconds here of taking this Banshee out. Able to save quite a few drones, and if you'll notice, my economy just isn't looking too good right now compared to his, especially since he has that command center going down, another Banshee coming in, and although I am at 2 bases, you know, he's giving me a run. I am losing a couple drones to those Banshees and a lot of stoppage of the mining time. And if you'll see here, hardly any saturation in my main. But these Hydras and the Queen will finally shoo off this Banshee. Another swapperoo there with the barracks going onto the reactor. And another reactor going down on that barrack. So 4 Marines and 1 Marauder going to be able to be trained at once. A couple Marauders out here. Looks like we're going to see a switch to mass infantry, bread and butter of the Terran back then. Now it seems to be more of mech play that the Terran like to go for, but we're going to see maybe an engineering bay or 2 going down pretty soon here. Going to need some upgrades for those units. And if we look at the income tab, I'm trying to catch up. I'm only down by 1 at this point, but his expansion has gone down. So right now, I'd say I'm losing the economic game. Sending in my Overlord to do a little bit of scouting. Gonna see that he is going that mass infantry build. And, you know, nowadays, I would definitely get mutas right now against any kind of mass infantry build, just because it's hard to mass enough Marines, and if they do get enough Marines for mutas, that's where Banelings come into play and do very nicely. But I'm just not seeing any use out of this Roach Warren. That's one of the problems in this game, is kind of a wasted Roach Warren. Going to take some more damage from these Banshees, not even moving my drones at all. 5, 6 drones, 7, maybe 7 drones getting taken out. I'm ready for Cloak, though. That's one thing. I do have my Overseer. Unfortunately, he's not even getting it, so I used good anticipation that he would get it, but he didn't, so kind of wasted there. And he snipes 2 Hydras with those 2 Banshees, so not looking very good at this point. Continuing to macro up with those drones, however, and he's amassing a nice little infantry for us with his 3 racks. So, but that's an engineering bay. Yep, there's the engineering bay. Going to start the upgrades. Getting ahead in economy, but you'll notice his minerals are just way ahead of mine because of those mules. 2 more Raxes, I'm assuming. Yeah, there are some more Raxes. And again, this game was played